Hey up! I'm on here. I was having a think last night, so I thought I'd come on and do one of these. I'm at the sink. Just been trying some Sainsbury's wheat-free and gluten-free stuff. So I get a bit bloated, and I'm just testing all the range out to see how it works over the next couple of days, and see what happens. See if it makes everything just a little bit better. I do get bloated and indigestion and stuff like that. So and other less desirable things. Hiya Mark, how you doing? So what I thought I'd do is I would pop on, like I do, my little kitchen sink sermons while I wash up. I hope you can hear me for the for washing up. And it strikes me, and I've written some things down here because I kind of wanted to cover a few points really. Just want to make you think about a few things, essentially. At the school, when we teach kids, generally, when we teach kids, or your own kids, what you tend to do is it's very easy to give advice to kids, as grown-ups. And what we do is we do that all the time. We say, well, if you practice and blah, blah, blah. And we say lots of different stuff to kids to make them feel good about themselves and encourage them. And I think that no cooking lessons today. No, I'm washing up actually. I find it very therapeutic to wash up. It's good for you. No dishwasher in our house. What we do is we wash it in a sink, and you can see that everything's clean. Most people wash everything up before they put it in the dishwasher anyhow. So back on track. So yeah, I've got 3 kids, and and I try my best to encourage them by saying, yeah, go for it, go do that, and we do that with all our kids. But I think it's really, really important that we kind of forget to do that with ourselves, with adults. We need it as well, and you need it as well. So this is kind of why I'm popping on today, because oh no, it's okay. It's true. Adults need to hear this stuff too. So I'm just coming in here to remind you, and hopefully, give you a bit of encouragement. Because I don't know, as adults, we don't get it. Kids do, but we don't. So yeah, it's one of those things. I just I really do think that everybody has something that they can give to the world. Everybody has something. Skills, advice. And you might have an inkling of what that is. You're going to have to leave now. Okay. Make sure you get into work on time, Leo. Is that what it is? So we say that to kids to kind of help them, but I always thought when I was, don't be late for work, I always thought that when I was a kid, that when I was older, the world would be perfect because the grown-ups would have figured it out. But, now I'm a grown-up, I don't think I've figured it out. I'm still figuring it out. And, you kind of expect that the grown-ups have it all down, don't they? You do. Your parents, when you get older and you realise that your parents, they didn't have all the answers. And they were just muddling their way through as much as they knew how. So I kind of come on, and it's like, and what we kind of do, and especially on here on social media, because it's a massive filter for kind of like how you think. Oh yes, how we think other people are doing. We kind of look at this life through the social media lens. And we see that people might be doing better, but ultimately at the end of the day, I think everybody struggles. Everybody's got their own burdens to bear and everything else like that. So You know, we're all on a rock, on this same rock, revolving around a ball of fire in the middle of infinity. Blah. I love that. So yeah, we're on a rock revolving around a ball of fire, and everybody's got something going on, you know. And the older you get, the more things go on, and the more things that you feel might, you know, could potentially, you know, destroy you. Sometimes life feels like it's out to destroy you. It probably is, you know. So while you're here, I suppose that's the thing, and I always go on about this, the void of infinite oblivion, or while you're here, and the time is the most precious commodity that we actually have. You know, it's worth more than money, or talent. And this brings me to this idea as well. You know, running a music school and everything else, we see a lot of talent, but some people's talent is hard won with time put into practice, and you know, this is the thing, that it's easy to see that somebody, you look at somebody on Facebook and you think, God, they're so talented, and I could never be that talented or whatever. But really, you know, this thing of being you, because there's only one you know who you are. I'm pointing at you now. There's only you, there's only one you, and you've got to keep doing you. And this is the thing, you've got to keep doing you. It's really important because it's your life, and it's like, and this is it. It's always a learning journey. Life's always about a learning journey. The thing is, yeah, I think what adults do happens to adults is they get scared of failing. Failure is a big no-no, because, you know, we've all grown up in this sort of society where it's been a case of, you know, oh, if you didn't do well at this, you didn't do well at that, you know. So at the end of the day, the main thing is happiness, is having a happy life. It doesn't matter whether you've got, you know, a doctorate or all that sort of stuff. You can be there's plenty of miserable millionaires and plenty of dumb people coming out of Harvard. You know what I mean? So I'm saying to you is that isn't the marker of sort of what you would maybe might deem as success in life. So really what we need to do is stop worrying about failing. You know, stop worrying about failing, because it's like it's not good energy for you at that you know, in that sense. But the thing is, when you fail at doing something, that's where true learning happens, I think, you know, because you never know more what you want when you're experiencing what you don't want, if that makes sense. So when something's going really wrong, then you will have laser accurate vision of what it is that you want to happen instead, what you really want. So, you know, true talent, real talent. Some people can naturally play football, some people can naturally play drums, guitar, you know, whatever. But I think that talent is overrated as a marker of value for something that you have in your life. Because if you do skills if you do skills instead, if you focus on acquiring skills, because everybody can acquire skills, whether it's learning how to drive, learning how to play guitar, any of that stuff, any of it, you know, it can be learned. And the thing is, we have this expectation. This expectation that you know, we should learn it immediately. Otherwise, we're stupid or we're daft or whatever. But the thing is, skills can be acquired slowly and incrementally as well. You know, it really can be. That's really at the core of it. You one step at a time, and even if the steps are little, even if they're the tiniest steps, you're still moving forward. It's stopping that is the killer. So, what I'm saying is if there's something that you know would make a better you, the one that you imagine, the one that you picture, then what I'm saying is to keep at it. Stick at doing you. Acquire those skills. Little steps. Don't stop. Keep going. You need that. You need to do that. It's still moving forward. Because moving forward, yes, the process of learning is amazing. You know, I never valued it as when I was a teenager. I really didn't. It took me to become an adult and go, oh wow, learning's actually cool. Because when I was at school, you know, basically, if you like learning, you were a swot and you got bullied and all that sort of stuff. You know, but the world's different. You know, learners are earners, yeah, and the people who learn how to do the technical stuff, the geeks, they run the world now. We know this, you know. Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, all these different companies, you know, they're running things. Mark Zuckerberg. So that's really, really important that you kind of get your head around that. And the thing is, little steps, they create momentum. And once you start feeling some momentum, then bigger steps tend to naturally happen. You get these bigger steps start to happen. Then you experience this acceleration in whatever it is that you're trying to learn, you know. And you don't need to worry about being talented. You shouldn't worry about, no one should worry about, oh, well, I'm not talented. We all tell ourselves that we're not talented at these things. You know, you might not have a natural aptitude, and you might have to work like hell for it to happen for you. So that's the thing that I suppose I'm dropping on here is that, do you know, you out there, you can do it. You can, yeah. And I'm telling you that you can do, just like we do to us kids. Just imagine yourself giving advice to one of your kids, or to, you know, as someone who looks up to you, you're a mentor for, and you tell them, you know, the things that you would say to them if you want them to move forward and achieve their goals. Well, you've got to give yourself the same kind of encouragement. And to those other adults need encouragement too. So to kind of finish on that, the idea that I had was that this idea of failure, it's nonsense, you know. And I often think it's better to fail than wonder if you didn't try. You know, if you don't try something, then you're never going to know, are you? You're never really going to know if you could have learnt guitar, you'd learnt how to drive, you could have learnt to be a kickboxer or anything, a champion, or it doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it rings true to you. What your dream could be. Just got to stay on the path and go for it. So I thought I'd pop on because I know some of you adults need to hear that too. You adults need to hear that too. We're not just for the advice and encouragement isn't just for kids, it's for adults as well. We're not too big for his britches, so I just thought I'd come on here and tell you that while I was washing up, the knife there, that's all that's left to wash up in the sink. Yeah, thanks for listening, and if you've popped on, love you all. If you're watching later on, love you too, and do you know what, go for it. Alright, okay, take care, much love, bye.